Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol TEUM. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame that does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price and then makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I've done this analysis several times in the past, so that's where these red and green line annotations are all coming from. But after today's price movement, definitely some updates here need to be made. First thing I'm going to do is quite a bit of house cleaning and just get rid of these lines here. Yes, all these lines I'm deleting still do pertain to the chart, but from a presentation standpoint, I don't want to risk causing clutter and confusion because there's lines everywhere. So let's try to keep this as clean as possible. The first update that I need to get done is just extending this trend line upwards. Now this will mean a little bit more to those of you that have watched the videos from the past, but if you have, then you hopefully remember me talking about this trend line here and just talking about how the price has slowly been kind of working its way higher and higher, and that has continued. So sure, there's been pullbacks along the way. Sure, there's been sideways price movement, but those are just little individual days. When you look at all these days compacted, then yeah, you can see that the overall trend is still very strongly intact. Now, you don't have to use that trend line. Another way you can kind of measure the trend is via that purple line right there, which is the famous 50-period moving average. Keyword being moving, meaning that pretty much I like to call moving averages trend lines for lazy people. If you don't feel like drawing a trend line, then that's fine. That line right there will quote-unquote draw itself for you as it moves higher and higher. So either way you look at it, as long as the price is above either the trend line or that purple line, then the overall, bullish movement is still in, the favorable direction. And I bring all that up because, yeah, I get it. After today, the price did pull back from its highs, but that's where I'm trying to build context. So sure, it pulled back, but within the grand scheme of things, you can see that the overall trend is still very clearly bullish. On the flip side of things, as far as levels of resistance are concerned, this level definitely got in play today, but the price never quite hit it. But right up here around 343-ish is going to be that next key level of resistance. But because, like I said, that level could very well be in play, want to get the next key level of resistance mapped out. I realize the chart is getting harder to see here, but that's a good problem to have. That just tells us that we're having to go back quite a bit of ways into the chart's history to find the next potential areas. So after the 342-ish mark, next key level after that, right up there around $3.60. But really, resistance levels do not matter. What matters is what the price has already been doing, and that is this right here. As long as the price keeps on building these higher bases, or if you want to picture those as stair steps, that is the name of the game right there. So focus on the healthy consolidations and sit back and let the trend continue to do its thing. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.